Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Monday, Magical Monday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to connect with 4 decks of cards today to bring in the energy for you, your person, your journey. Now make sure that you do watch the weekly reading this week if you can, because it's a very powerful reading indeed. It's about surrender. And when you surrender, what you want is coming. And when I talk about surrender, I don't just mean letting go and trusting for 5 minutes. I mean having full faith now that they need to make the next move, that you're giving this to God, and having faith that what's meant for you absolutely cannot pass you by. Because if you're waiting for that communication or you want in union, the more you surrender, the more you give it to God, the more you work your light, the more you focus on service, the more you do you the right way, the quicker this is all going to come in. So when you are sitting around stressing, worrying, reaching out, trying to force things, you're delaying union. And you want to create union, you don't want to delay union. So what we're going to bring in is, I'm going to bring in the Ascension cards, because I want to see where you are on your journey, where they are on their journey, and how it's manifesting. I want to bring in some angel guidance from the Angel Connections cards. They give me a block there again. So again, blocks being released in communication. I'm going to bring in the Rainbow Brainskull deck, and I'm going to bring in the Sacred Feminine Affirmation Oracle by Angali. So let's see what's going on. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. What I am connecting with is they are really afraid right now that you've moved on, or that you are moving on, and they want to speak their truth before it's too late. They're thinking, I don't want it to be too late. I don't want you to move on. I can't miss this opportunity. I can't miss my chance to be happy. They're realizing now that they've been sabotaging their own happiness because of their own fear, and they're releasing fear. And obviously you're releasing your fear about the timings and trusting them to make the move and come forward. So what are you learning right now on your ascension journey? Because obviously we ascend on this journey, we evolve, we transform, we expand spiritually. 2 cards for you, 3 cards for you. Wow. What's the energy coming through for their journey? 1 card for them. What's the energy around the journey itself? So what are you both learning right now and going through? I feel it's that one as well. And yeah, that one. I knew that one needed to come out there. I got excited then. So quite a few cards about the ascension journey, which I expected. So what's the angel guidance for you today? What's the angel guidance for you today? What's the angel guidance for you? And I used this deck the other day as well, so it's very powerful. There we go. What's the angel guidance for them today? What's the angel guidance for them today? Got 1 card. And what's the angel guidance for the journey itself? There we go. Jumped in my hand there. What messages have we got coming through for you today? What do we need to know for you? And what message have we got coming through for them? Okay, I feel it's that one. And what's the message coming through for the journey itself today? There we go, jumping out. And that one sticking out too there as well. What's the message for you today? Well, messages. What's the message for them today? Look at that. And what's the message for the journey today? What's the message for the journey? Flying straight out there, okay? Let's see what's going on then. So let's connect with your ascension journey. So the first message is the gold ray of Christ. Now, this is really beautiful because Jesus is with you today. And he is helping you to move forward with love, not fear. He's helping you to have faith. He's helping you to be in the present moment. Because Jesus says, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will take care of itself. Be in the now. And he's saying, I will not leave you comfortless. I will comfort you. Fear not, little flock, for I am with you. Because he is the shepherd and he's watching over you. And you are a child of God, the creator. So he is helping you to stay steadfast in your beliefs and your thinking, to keep your vibration high, to be positive, to look for the blessings in things, to walk with love, not fear, to find humour in the situation, to observe, to lighten the load, to find faith, to give it to God, to pray. It's like he's saying, pray always, for I am with you. And he's helping you to remember that you are not alone, that you are protected. And anytime you go into fear or worry, pray, discipline yourself, move yourself out of the ego and choose to breathe yourself into the now. He's saying blessings pour onto you when you choose this card of unconditional love. So this is reminding you what this journey is. This is a journey of unconditional love. That means you can't put demands on it. when, how, and all of that. You can't put conditions down. You must love me this way, or you've got to love me by this timeline, or you need to do this by this date, or I'm going to move on. It doesn't work like that, okay? The gold ray of Christ is held within the cosmic heart at the 9th dimension. The angels ask you to invoke the love, wisdom, healing, and protection of this beautiful energy. So I feel this message today is call on Jesus. Call on Jesus. It doesn't matter what your religious beliefs are. Jesus is there to help and assist you, to see through the eyes of love, not fear, to let go of judgment, to forgive everything and rise, to see things in a higher way. If you call on Jesus, he will flow through you and surround you with his light, and you'll feel it like a golden light. He says when you carry this high frequency force in your aura, you can relax and know that you are totally safe. Remember to send the gold ray of Christ to others. And you can send that light out. You can wish people well by smiling, by sending them a positive thought in your mind, by giving a word of advice or encouragement, or just feeling love and sending that love out. So affirm, I am the gold ray of Christ. I know this is unconditional love. I let go of all expectations and feel free. I am safe, all is well, and my life is working out beautifully for me. So you're learning how to harness the power of Jesus, which is beautiful. And this is Serapis Bey. I walk with Serapis Bey. So Serapis Bey was keeper of the white Ascension flame in Atlantis and is now known as the showing of the 4th ray of harmony. Now this is beautiful because we spoke about harmony yesterday. That when you know that all is well and you breathe and you have faith in where this is going because you know you belong together and you believe in union and you have faith and you're seeing all the signs, you find harmony because you feel more balanced, you feel more at peace, you feel alive. It says he is known as the Egyptian because he worked with Archangel Metatron to suffuse the Great Pyramid with cosmic wisdom energy at the time of its construction. Now I love that you've got Archangel Metatron coming through again because Metatron was around also yesterday. He's saying trust in the timing, trust in God's plan, trust in God's time, because everything's working out beautiful. It's in divine order. So I feel this a huge message again today that Archangel Metatron, the angel of time, and so much more, is helping you to know that you are protected, your journey is under divine intervention and order, and there's absolutely no need to fear, because everything is working out beautifully, because that's part of God's plan. In drawing this card, you're invited to stand within the white flame and feel its influence. So you may want to do that today. You may want to close your eyes and feel a white flame surrounding you. It says, connect with Serapis Bey and draw his energies of wisdom, cooperation, and dedication to you. So I feel this is about you becoming wiser. You're learning how to cooperate with the universe. You're learning how to cooperate with the journey right now, which hand in hand means you cooperate with your twin because you're now realizing, I've got to cooperate. Jesus, God, the angels, the universe, my higher self is telling me to let them make the next move. And if you're going against the grain, if you're trying to fight against what you're being told and shown, then you're going to get in your own way. So you're now starting to cooperate, saying, I know I've got to surrender properly. I know I've got to dedicate time to myself and service. I know what I need to do now. And that's you putting things into place, and that's you becoming wise because you're putting the guidance you're receiving into action, and that's wisdom. It says he is the only master to work with the seraphim, and they will shower you with blessings as you tune into this Ascension card. So you're being showered with blessings right now. You may even see Egyptian symbols, or maybe some of you have got Egyptian roots, or you've got past lives in Egypt that you're aware of. This is powerful. You know, I've got Tutankhamun coming through as well. So big Egyptian power, because that's connected with otherworldliness, which is about wisdom that comes from above, knowing how to do things, how to build things. You know, think about how powerful the pyramids are. That's otherworldly knowledge coming through. It's not like human knowledge. That's coming from a higher place. And we've got the Ascended Masters retreats. It says, I walk with the Ascended Masters. Now, some of you will connect with Jesus as an Ascended Masters, as an Ascended Master, not necessarily the Son of God. Okay, so however you perceive Jesus in your own life, recognize he is walking with you today. And I feel he's around you. So you may be seeing the number 33 or 333. It says, the great masters of earth have had incarnations, mastered their lessons and ascended. They are disciplined but compassionate, for they understand the challenges of being in a physical body. So even Jesus came to earth to experience the limits of a physical body and how to overcome them through faith. This is an invitation to visit in sleep or meditation those ascended masters from whom you wish to learn. So you may want to connect with Serapis Bey. You may want to connect with Jesus right now through meditation. Maybe they come into your dreams or you receive a message. You may even see a sign. In their retreats in the inner planes, they teach their skills and knowledge to their students. So you're one of their students today, and they're going to teach you things and give you wisdom and grant you serenity and harmony and peace. You can absorb this as an etheric level, at an etheric level, and start to bring the wisdom into your life. So if you feel a resonance with a particular ascended master, ask them to guide you. So not all of you are going to connect with Serapis Bey or Jesus. Maybe you have a specific ascended master you're connecting with right now. It could be Mother Mary, it could be Joan of Arc, it could be someone completely different. It may be someone who's affected your life, strongly, who's actually been here recently. This could be someone like a singer or a celebrity. Someone who's had a profound influence on you, who are now walking in the other realms. So this is about you connecting with whomever it is who you feel has ascended or moved beyond their physical challenges. Now this could even be a loved one. Okay, so I'm not saying a loved one of yours is an ascended master, but they've definitely ascended to a new way of being. And they've overcome their earthly challenges and they're now watching over you. So I feel this is also a huge message that you're being watched over. Now, I want to bring in as well before I move on, because I feel this will be a long reading today, so strap in for the ride, guys, okay? I'm going to bring in a message from Jesus for you. So what does Jesus want to say? So Jesus is saying, yeah, look at this. If you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, which is a tiny little thing, if you have a small amount of faith, you can say to the mountain, move, and it will move. So this is you being reminded here that when you have faith, all is possible with God. So you don't need to worry. Look how relaxed Jesus is in this card. He's just sitting there, relaxing, taking the day in. And think about how much stress Jesus will go through. He's going to be crucified. He's aware of this. But he's still relaxing and calming his energy and relaxing his body and mind because he knows that God is in charge. He knows that God is in charge. This is all part of the spiritual path. You've got 999. This is a number of spiritual power, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual understanding. If you're seeing 999, it's the angels urgently getting your attention, saying you're on the right path spiritually. Everything that's happening to you is happening for you to grow you. In the UK here, if we want the emergency services, we ring 999. I know for some of you it's 911, but it's an emergency. So it's like the angels are coming to you urgently here in this message, saying have faith, because your journey is manifesting. Jesus is with you. Serapis Bey is with you. You're being guided to have faith in the love. As Archangel Raphael helps. So he's here to heal you physically and spiritually and emotionally. So some of you may be experiencing physical ascension symptoms right now. This could be in your own body. You could be sensing what your person is going through in their body. So Raphael is saying, I'm here. I'm here to help the sick and injured. So if there's been an injury, an accident, if there's been some kind of disease in the body, ascension, or even if you want to help to bring a healing in for someone else. Maybe you're thinking about a loved one right now, may have gone through something. Maybe they're going through an illness, or they've been in surgery, or maybe they've been through some kind of incident, and you want to help them. And Archangel Raphael is saying, I will bring the presence through you to them because you are a healer. So maybe you want to put your hands on them and the healing will come through. Jesus is healing too, because Jesus and Raphael working together are a healer of miracles. So Raphael is conveying his presence to you today with auras of emerald green light and the number 999. So if you see 999 today, Raphael is urgently getting your attention, saying you're going to be okay. Whatever you're going through physically, emotionally, spiritually is all part of the process. His flowers are the iris and the lilies of the valley. So you may even see lilies of the valley flowers. You may see irises. You may see emeralds. So emeralds and malachite help you connect with this healing energy. So you may want to connect with emeralds today or malachite. I personally love malachite. So you may want to use some malachite to bring in a healing. Remember, we've been speaking about heart chakra activation, and I spoke about rose quartz yesterday. Maybe today you want to use some malachite or some emerald energy, or you want to bring in some lilies of the valley, or you want to bring in some irises to help you to feel more connected with source. And look at this, we've got bells coming through here. You may hear bells. Maybe you've been hearing bells. You know, when I did a little video not long ago with the full moon, it was when it was the eclipse, I could hear church bells. I went out walking the other day and I could hear church bells. Maybe you've been hearing church bells or tinkling of bells. And what do we do when we press a doorbell? It makes a noise. Or ring a bell if you want assistance with something. So I feel that something's ringing a bell. You know, here we say it's ringing a bell, which means something is trying to get your attention or you're remembering something. So it's like you're becoming aware of so many things right now. It's like you're really stepping into your feminine power. Doesn't matter whether you are a guy or a gal, you're stepping into your truth and things are making sense. It says you'll hear bright tinkling notes of bells or chimes. You don't know where they're coming from, but something tells you what they mean. The angels are working on your behalf. So if you suddenly start hearing bells today, or church bells, or maybe you hear a doorbell ring, or maybe a doorbell does ring and no one's there, it's a sign of what's coming. It's a sign that something's coming. A sign. Doesn't matter how these signs come to you, they are showing you the truth. And we've got this gorgeous bouquet here. It says at times you may receive a series of favours or unexpected gifts for no apparent reason. So remember, there's blessings coming to you. And I feel this is also a huge sign of unexpected gifts, unexpected communication, unexpected movement. The angels are here to remind you that you are deserving of all good things. So I feel someone is going to receive flowers today. You may receive flowers, a lily, or you may receive an iris or some other unusual flower. That's the way the angels are getting your attention. You could be given a gift of flowers like a bouquet, or maybe you're out and about and you see a flower. Like in my garden not long ago, there was absolutely nothing growing at all but two little lilac flowers together. And they only lasted a couple of days and then it wasn't there anymore. But it was such a sign of rebirth. And now there's daffodils in the garden and things are springing up. But it's really beautiful. So you may receive a bouquet of flowers or a basket of flowers, or maybe you give someone flowers. Maybe you think, I want to treat someone with flowers. I want to treat someone I love with flowers. Or maybe you are visiting a grave and you're putting flowers on the grave and you hear bells. So I feel you're definitely being shown today you are protected. Some of you will see birds as well. You may see birds that resonate with you. You know, I've been seeing robins a lot because robins connect with me with my mum. I always see magpies that connect me with my dad. So I feel you're going to see signs. You may see a dove as a sign of peace. And I'm going to be talking about the dove moving towards Easter as well. So this is really powerful. It says who, and this is really small writing as you can see. So it's about sometimes you have to look closer. You have to look closer at things. You go through your shadows. And what I'm really connected with before I even look at what the writing is in this card, because this is like a bit of a funny, like quirky deck as well. That's why I love it. So I got this from a local shop near where I live. This is about shadows, facing your shadows. And your solar plexus, your intuition, I'm feeling the yellow there, as your guidance. And sometimes that can make you feel a bit nauseous as well. So if you've been feeling a bit nauseous or dizzy or a bit sick, this is also connected with alignment, aligning with your true self. And it says, not all who wonder are lost, or wander are lost, but yes, I am. So you may feel lost. You may feel like you don't know what you're doing or where you're going, but you will find your way with your intuition. So your intuition will guide you. So those moments where the challenges come up and the shadows come up and you start stressing out and panicking, Jesus is reminding you to relax your body and find that faith, because you'll get through this. This too shall pass. You're being guided. You are safe. So be kind, compassionate and caring. And that's how your person sees you, by the way. Very kind, loving, compassionate and caring. You are an earth angel. You've come here as a light worker. So be kind towards yourself today. Be compassionate to yourself. Be good to yourself, caring to you. Give yourself what you need. Remember your power. Affirm, I am independent and I love my freedom to be myself. So enjoy your freedom right now. Don't take it for granted. because you can go where you want to go, and you can do the things that you want to do, and you can live your life your way. When you're in union, you'll both be thinking of each other more and more. So this is about you doing you. Enjoy your freedom right now, because you can constantly explore and expand your horizons. You can go where you want to go, do what you want to do. Some of you may want to travel. Some of you may have travelled recently, or you may have something coming up. And embrace your inner queen, your own majesty, your power, your magnificence, your inner light. Knowing your value and your worth. This is you knowing your own worth. Affirm, I'm regal, and I embrace my inner king or queen. This is about you knowing your power and worth. So don't be surprised today if you see things connected with kings or queens, or you see headdresses. And they show me as well Egyptian headdress. Think about the Egyptian kings and queens. So it's about knowing your own power and worth, knowing your own divinity, knowing your own power. That's magnificence. I've talked 20 minutes about you, divine feminine, because you matter. And you are strong, and you can handle this. So the energy around your person and their ascension journey is Hilarion. Wow. So Hilarion is around there. I open myself to the wisdom and guidance of Hilarion. So Hilarion is guiding your person to take action and move forward in a very wise way. Hilarion is from Saturn and steps down his energy through the temple of truth over Crete. So Crete or Greece could be important. That's really powerful actually, because, you know, when I was a little girl, my mum and dad took me to Crete in Greece. It was where they used to holiday a lot. And I've got photos of me in the water, but the whole holiday is blocked out. I can't remember any of it. And I was like in the water, I would say, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, something like that. I don't even know. So you would think I would have a memory of that, but I haven't. And that's powerful in itself. Sometimes we block things out because perhaps they're too powerful. This could be with past lives as well. Some of you may be from Crete or have Greek roots here. But it says, he is a negotiator for Earth on the Council of Saturn and helps us remain connected to our spiritual journey. So I feel that Hilarion is helping your twin to reconnect with their truth and to remember that they are on a spiritual journey, that they are a spiritual being having a human experience. It's like Hilarion is assisting with their unplugging from the Matrix. So for those of you who've seen The Matrix, the film, and you see Morpheus waking Neo up, well, Neo's waking up anyway, but he's seeking Morpheus, and Morpheus is seeking Neo to help him to see the real truth, to see what's really going on. I feel Hilarion is helping your masculine right now to see what's really going on. So Hilarion is like the Morpheus of the Matrix. As master of the orange fifth ray of technology, science, truth and knowledge, he invites you to open your mind so he can drop seeds for new ideas into your subconscious or your conscious mind. And what I'm also feeling with this is, if your person, not all of them are, but some of them are, they're logical or they're stubborn or they're into science. Perhaps they don't believe in the paranormal, they believe in science. You know, scientific facts or truth or the news or things going on in the Matrix reality. Hilarion is helping them to see beyond that. He assists those who are ready. So your masculine is ready right now, ready to become higher channels and clairvoyants, ready to realise their truth, to see beyond the physical world. And this is also a huge sign that your person has a plan. There is a plan for them, a spiritual plan, to be a light worker, a clairvoyant, a higher channel, to do their healing work. So their guidance is to sit quietly. So this is another reason why that silence is helping right now. Because when they are sitting quietly, when they are going in within and, you know, going into that time of isolation and introspection, Hilarion can work with them to help them to see and know all that they can be. So they're opening their mind to this wisdom of the higher realms. So I'm really connecting with that. You know, what I'm seeing is, and I feel that if you haven't watched The Matrix, watch it because it's such a great film. But what I'm connecting with here is Hilarion is the Morpheus of The Matrix. So in your masculine's life right now, your person's life in their 3D world, Hilarion is like Morpheus waking them up, saying to them, what do you want to do? Are you going to take the red pill or the blue pill? One's going to put you back where you were, one's going to expand your mind, and your person is taking the truth. Very powerful, okay? They give me, whoo. Look at this. I'm delighted by the simple pleasures of life. Now, what I'm connected here is because they've got their eyes closed. When they are dreaming, they are connecting with you. The simple pleasures of you, the simple pleasures of life. When they're dreaming, when they're allowing themselves to fantasize. When they're in their physical world, they don't feel delighted by life. They certainly don't see simple pleasures because they're stressed out. They've got other things going on. They're worried, they're in fear. And look at this. We've got this communication. The throat chakra expanding here. So in their dreams or in their fantasies, in their vision, they're able to tell you exactly how they feel and what's on their mind. So I feel they're experiencing ecstasy when they are fantasizing and visualizing and dreaming about you. And again, eyes closed in both of these cards. I am poised, graceful, elegant, and composed. So in their dreams, when they are with you, they feel good about themselves. They feel confident. They feel elegant, composed, graceful, because they're doing it the right way. A lot of them, when they're around you in the physical, they don't feel graceful. They feel like they stumble. They stumble on the words. Maybe they feel like they're mumbling or that they're falling over the words. They certainly don't feel elegant or composed. Doesn't matter whether they are a guy or a girl. They feel like they're making a mess of things. But in their dreams and their fantasies and their visions, they can do things the right way. And we've got, look at this, create right now, not just during your good times. So they are realizing they want to create right now, even if they're in the midst of despair. They know they've got to make a change now. And we've got the trumpety, the feather. This is about communication. Archangel Gabriel is helping your person to communicate, to write you a message, to call you, to speak their truth out. It says Archangel Gabriel is the messenger who brings revelation, solutions, and inspiration. Moments of sudden clarity may be a sign that Gabriel has come to assist. So Archangel Gabriel and Hilarion are helping your person to understand what to do, who they truly are, to wake them up and pull them out of their physical world, to have a new beginning with you and start again and move into the real world, who they're really meant to be, who God made them to be. And Gabriel is helping them to communicate. It says trumpet-shaped flowers, moonstone, or ancient writing implements may also appear. So they are getting guided to communicate, to message you, to write to you. So they're going to see signs connected with written word or connected with communication. They're going to see messages that perhaps stand out and say, call me, okay, or communicate. They're going to see signs like that. They may even hear trumpets. Now, I love that we've got purple flowers here because I spoke about that before, you know, the purple flowers. Let me show you a picture, actually, because I got my phone here. Because, you know, I got these beautiful, there it is, okay, that's the flowers that I was talking about was growing in my garden. Okay, I took that picture because they were just so beautiful, and that's what I'm connecting with in this card, because we've got, again, lilac. So that's the amethyst energy. That's Saint Germain coming through with the violet flame as well. It says trumpet-shaped flowers. So they may be like, you know, the trumpet-shaped flowers. I can't know what they're called, but I can see them in my mind. Moonstone, and it's really interesting. You know, I've been guided to wear moonstone rings when I'm going out as well. So you may be guided to moonstone. Ancient writing implements may be like a feather pen like this. Feathers. So again, feathers. These are signs you've both seen that show you the truth, because they're being guided to reach out to you and communicate. So again, a big sign, communication is on the way. Now for the journey, we've got 3 ascension cards. We've got the Mahatma energy. It says, and I love this because we got the number 6, and I've been speaking about how important the number 6 is. 6 hours, 6 days, 6 weeks, and also to move beyond the ego. It says, in the golden era of Atlantis, many greats, and you know, many of you will have experienced lives in Atlantis as well, so you may be really resonating with this reading for that reason. In the golden era of Atlantis, many great souls placed some of their energy, as well as the Christ Buddha light, and that of the 12 rays, into a sacred pool to create a high frequency of group consciousness. Now, I love that we've got group consciousness coming out for the journey, because this will resonate with everyone watching. And Buddha is around, also helping you to smile, to be happy, to laugh, to lighten the load, to be more playful like the dolphins. So as people could draw from the sacred pool to enhance themselves and their projects. So the pool is like source. So you can take from source the energy to replenish yourself and to share that with the world. And also we come together here and on Q&As and other places so we can all connect and be one. says the golden white Mahatma energy is once more available to you, and you are invited to draw it through your chakra system into the earth. So you can call it in and then push it down through your root into the earth. This will raise your frequency and help the planet, for you will leave golden white footprints wherever you go. Isn't that beautiful? So you can even imagine that. Visualize you leaving golden footprints. Now, what I'm connecting with this is they can't forget you and you can't forget them, because you've left footprints over each other's heart. So you may even see footprints today. They give me also that poem, Footprints in the Sand. So affirm, I invoke the Mahatma energy to flow through me. I invoke the energy of Buddha to be with me, to feel strong. And we've got, look at this, the golden, silver, violet flame. This is so powerful today. Affirm, I am the gold and silver violet flame. I am powerful. So Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, I knew he'd come into this reading with the violet flame. And, you know, this is the golden, silver, violet flame with the amethyst crystal, you know, the lilac coming through. So an Archangel Raphael is the angel of memory. He's the angel who helps you to remember. He works very well as well, by the way, with dementia patients or anyone suffering with Alzheimer's or going through memory loss. So he's also helping your masculine, your person, to remember. And they give me the word merman because I feel many of them had lives in Atlantis too with you. So Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain are keepers of the violet flame of transmutation. When you add the gold of wisdom and the silver of grace and harmony, you create the powerful gold and silver violet flame. And don't be surprised if you see these type of flames. You know, maybe you see them on social media or flames interacting, because it's also a huge sign of the twin flame. The angels suggest you invoke this mighty energy to clear the ascension path ahead of you and keep your light pure and clear. When you send the gold and silver violet flame to people, to situations and places, you facilitate wondrous transformations. This powerful light transmutes the old and raises everything to a high frequency. So you're ascending to a higher frequency right now to embody the power of unconditional love, remember. And we've got the gold and silver cloak here. And I love this because you can envision putting this cloak on and it shields you and it protects you and it fulfills you and it brings in light and love. Affirm, I am in total balance and harmony. So I feel this gold and silver cloak is going to help you to feel more balanced, more at peace, more in harmony, and more in tune with unconditional love. And it's powerful, it's gold and silver when you're connected with Jesus and the Christ light. It says you have chosen this card of perfect balance and harmony. And I love that this is the number 26 because it's as we move towards 2026, which is coming fast. You know, we're already in April. When you balance your wisdom and power, giving and receiving your connection with Hollow Earth and the seventh heaven, it offers you the courage to love. And I feel this is as above, so below, 5D, 3D integration. This makes you magnetic. And you are magnetic when you're shining your light anyway. You're magnetic to people, animals, and situations. And you'll know that because animals will come to you. Animals will look at you differently. Babies will look at you differently. So you can attract all that's for your highest good. I was in a coffee shop not long ago, and I was actually listening to something that my friend recorded for me, and it was about me being a healer of heaven, okay, and my connection with God. And in that moment, this baby just stared at me. This was a little 3-month-old baby called Millie. I got talking to the mother, and she just looked at me, this baby did, and gave me that look, and it was this most beautiful knowingness of source. It was like I was looking into her soul and she was looking into my soul, and we were seeing God in each other. We were seeing the source within each other. It was beautiful. And that's what I'm connecting with here. You'll have moments like that on your journey with people, with animals, with situations. Those aha moments that blow your mind. So your guidance is to bring yourself into harmony and balance, and then visualize yourself wearing this gold and silver cloak. So you draw in the angel sonics to purify the energy around you, and then you expect the miracles. You expect the unexpected and the miraculous. You may see bees because of this. Very powerful. So the energy of the journey, we've got angels often manifest as nature spirits, sometimes joining forces with trees to bring healing energy to earth. So sit quietly with a tree or hug a tree and feel grounded and renewed by its ancient wisdom. So you may even see amazing trees today, or you may be guided to go out in nature. You may see trees, flowers, things that connect you with source. And for the journey, we've got value yourself and your gifts, talents, skills, and abilities. And she's got her eyes open. I'm seeing this as third eye opening. Value yourself, your gifts, your talents, your skills, and abilities, because everything you can do was given to you by God. Whether it was in your career, whether it's in your spiritual endeavors, whether it's in the way you communicate with people, whether it's the way you are as a person, everything's been given to you this way for a reason. So relax today. You've still got time. It's still just the right time. You're being shown it. It's relax, have some fun. Do things you enjoy today, relax. And that's what Jesus is showing you in this card. He's saying relax and have faith, because when you relax, everything takes care of itself. And be in the flow. You're never more than a half step away from being back in the flow. So go with the flow, relax, trust the journey, allow them to come to you, because Hilarion is waking them up like Morpheus. Says the point of sleep is to light it all up, to light it all up, the point of sleep. So again, what I'm connecting with here is connecting in dreams. It's about you knowing that you want to be together, and you're being shown that through dreams. But there's power going on today, power and change. So recognize that faith has power, and it will change everything in your life. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.